head over to our Facebook or YouTube video. Either go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Go to YouTube. YouTube channel is kind of new, and we don't have as many likes over there, but get over there and you can watch the show there as well. Or you can head to our website at fasterpc.com. We have links to both our Facebook page and our YouTube channel where you can watch this show in its entirety. And you know what? If you're driving down the road, you're doing other things, you're not able to watch right now, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety at your convenience after the show is over. So, but if you have a computer question, if you have a computer problem, if something's not working, now is your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772-340-1590, and let's see whether we can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems. And we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
That's right. Yes, you do. And we are back ready to answer your questions. I know it's been a long week, but hey, we're here. You made it through the week, and we're here ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical problems as well. So, this is what we do here at a Faster PC, live technical support. We are here ready to answer your questions, and some of the things we're going to be going over today, we'll be going over some of the answering your questions. Obviously, we will be going over some security issues and security threats and vulnerabilities that are out there, including a major security issue that affects Apple products, including iPhones, iPads, Apple Watches, and Apple computers. So we'll be talking about that, letting you know what that is, so that you can actually see that and be prepared. If you have an iPhone, an iPad, or a Mac, or maybe an Apple Watch, you'll want to actually know about this and be able to protect yourself from this issue. So this is what we'll be talking about today. We also will be talking about streaming, and particularly how to stream. Well, we'll talk a little bit about football, but we're going to talk because this is October, and you know what happens in October. Not only do you have college football and the NFL, you also have Major League Baseball playoffs. And so we'll be talking here in this segment a little bit about how to stream or how to actually watch Major League Baseball playoffs if you don't have a cable. So if you don't have a cable TV subscription, how would you watch Major League Baseball playoffs? So there's a few different ways to do so. It's going to be difficult, though, up until the World Series. So really what's happening is that in the wild card divisions, they did have some of those games were on ABC. But many of the games are actually being streamed prior to the World Series, are actually being streamed on ESPN, ESPN2, FS1, which is or Fox. So some of the games are on Fox or FS1. So you'll be able to see the ones that are on Fox if you have, and some of them are on TBS, Turner Broadcasting System. So that requires really FS1 requires actually a cable subscription, and so you can watch that way. If you have a cable subscription, you can also sign up for one of the streaming packages, and you can do that through DirecTV has a streaming package. Hulu plus Live TV is an option. Sling TV is an option. Fubo TV is an option. YouTube TV is an option. Free over-the-air TV is an option. And MLB Audio is another option. And so these are some options that are out there to be able to watch some of the channels. Now, one of the things that you will need to do is you'll need to actually get out there. If you want to watch, let's say on Fox, you'll want to have if you don't want to subscribe to one of these services, you'll want to actually get a digital antenna. The good news is most people in our listening area, if you're listening on the radio at least, most people in our listening area can pick up Fox News with a simple digital antenna. In fact, many people, if you live in Fort Pierce or Port St. Lucie or Stewart or further down south, definitely Palm City, Jensen Beach, Jupiter, West Palm, you can get even the little antennas that you just stick on your wall. A lot of times those will work, but for a little bit more, you can get one that actually has more of a wingspan that can be directional, that you can put either in your attic or put outside on a pole. It's best if it's outside on a pole. But really, Fox News, not Fox News, but the Fox Network channel, you can actually pick that up easily from your own your own room. And this is real easy. It's not something that it's going to be difficult to do. You're going to be able to pick this up. You're going to be able to watch those games. And the World Series is on Fox as well. So this is something that you'll be able to actually pick that up. You'll be able to watch these games that are on Fox. Again, some of the others are on TBS, and some of them are on, let's see what games that are upcoming. They're on Fox or FS1, and also you have TBS. And so really, for the duration of the playoffs leading up to the World Series, that's what you're looking for. So either you're looking at, and by the way, the ones that are on Fox or FS1, you actually have you can watch the Orioles, you can watch the Astros against whoever they'll be playing against in their series. Let's see, looks like, yeah. And so if you want to watch the Braves or the Dodgers, you're looking at TBS, and again, that's on either cable, or you can subscribe again to one of these services, and subscribing to one of the services, one of the streaming packages. And a lot of them, by the way, do have trials. So you could, I know some people that have actually signed up for trials just so they could watch some of these games, and then they've canceled the trial afterward. I'm kind of the type of person that I sign up for a trial and I get busy and I forget to cancel the trial, and then I end up paying for it. But if you like the service, that might be something that's good for you. That might be something that you want to actually do, and maybe you do want to subscribe to this service. And really, with these services, what you can do. Let me I'm going to paste a link. I'll paste this in the live videos that are going on right now over on Facebook and also on YouTube. I'll paste these into the comment section, and that way you can actually do this. But this is a link to cordcutting.com, how to watch, and it has MLB playoffs, and it has links to various streaming services that you can actually sign up for. So if you're out there, you're listening to the radio right now, you can actually head over to our Facebook page or our YouTube page, YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see the video and also see that link that's in the comment section of the video. I just pasted that. If you're driving down the road right now, just wait until you get to a safe place, and then you can actually click on over there, and you can watch the video at your convenience after the video is over, or even if you're able to get to a safe place, where you're not driving, and you can actually click on over and you'll still see the comment if the show's going on. But after the show's over, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety, or fast forward, rewind, get to the part that you want to watch, the part that you want to catch. And again, coming up in a little bit, we will be talking about a new security breach or potential breach that could happen because of a security vulnerability. All breaches actually, really, a lot of them actually start with vulnerabilities, and when a vulnerability is known, it's important to patch that vulnerability. So we'll be talking about the Apple vulnerability and whether it affects your phone, your iPad, your watch, or your Mac if you have one.
To a Faster PC Radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090. 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes, or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com, click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here, we're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. Of course, you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back, ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical issues as well. So you know the number, 772-340-1590. You can also type your questions into the comment section. As I mentioned in the last segment, I did post a link to the cordcutting.com page, that website that actually has a page that talks about how to stream the Major League Baseball games that are in the playoffs. And good news is, once we get to the World Series, it'll be real easy to stream that. Last week, we talked about a major threat that affects most, a major vulnerability that affects most computers, whether it's a Mac computer or a Windows-based computer. It also affects Android-based phones and tablets as well. And so if you miss that and you want to learn about that, because it's really important that you take steps to protect your computer. If you have an Android phone or tablet, it's really important that you take steps to protect that, to close those security holes. And so we'll talk a little bit about how security holes are, how they get there, and what needs to be done when they're discovered. But you'll want to actually learn about that. If you missed that show, you can watch last week's show in its entirety. We also did post to Facebook and YouTube a breakout of the video from the show that actually covers that portion. So it's much shorter than it's shorter than the entire show. We actually went over it in the second and third segments of last week's show. So we do have that up on the web. You can actually watch that on Facebook and YouTube. And right now, we're going to be talking about a major security flaw that actually affects Apple devices. And so when we're looking at this, one of the things that is important is when these alerts come out, it's important to take action. So if you have an iPhone, if you have an iPad, if you have an Apple Watch, if you have an Apple computer, it's important that you install the updates and you take the action that is necessary. Or, as we mentioned last week, our managed services clients, those that we have this for computers, and we do have add-ons for phones as well and tablets. We can actually configure your phone and your tablet to where it auto updates. But it's important to make sure that you're installing those updates. Our managed services clients on their computers automatically have software that's running that's looking for updates and installing those updates. So what was actually Apple did this past week release an emergency update. And so we're going to talk about what this is, what you need to know about this. If you have an Apple iPhone, if you have an iPad, if you have a watch or a computer, this is important. I have Windows-based computers. I don't use Mac-based computers, but I do have an iPhone. My wife has an iPhone. My son has an iPhone. My daughter has an iPhone. We have iPads. So, on the portable devices, the mobile devices, we're Apple people. On the computers, we're Windows people. But we know there are people listening that have Macs, and one of the perceptions is out there is that if you have Macs, you don't have to worry about viruses because they're safe. Well, not always. Definitely most of the threats are targeted against Windows-based computers because there are many more Windows-based computers out there. But that doesn't mean that the hackers don't want to make money off of people that have Macs as well. So when there is a security hole out there, a vulnerability, it's important to close that vulnerability. And again, last week's affects Windows and Mac. What we talked about last week affects Windows and Mac, and also Android phones and Android tablets. This week we're focusing specifically on Apple Macintosh and iPhones, iPads, and Apple Watches. But Apple did encounter a major security issue immediately following the release of its latest operating system. This is, again, applied to the phone, the tablet, the iPad, the watch, and Apple computers as well. These vulnerabilities and security updates will affect you, your data, if you have any of these devices, and whether that's personal data or business data. So we're going to go over this and what it means to you. So as malware varieties adapt to new security measures, no device or software seems bulletproof. Apple recently rolled out its improved operating system updates, but subsequently discovered specialized zero-day vulnerabilities. Now, here's what a zero-day vulnerability is. First of all, every piece of hardware, computer hardware, every piece of software has vulnerabilities embedded in them. Now, some of those are known and some are unknown. The known ones really either have a patch available to correct that issue, or the manufacturer is working on a patch to correct that issue. And once that patch is out there, it's incumbent upon you, the user, to install those patches to make sure that is done. Again, our managed services clients, we do this on Windows-based computers and Mac-based computers, and we can also configure your phone or your tablet to auto-update, which really will help you actually close these security holes. So when you have unknown vulnerabilities, so an unknown vulnerability is a vulnerability that is there, but it hasn't been discovered yet. And everything out there has vulnerabilities. And, I kind of wonder sometimes whether someone may be a plant in a company that purposely puts that vulnerability there. And that certainly is possible. But it's also possible that you just have sloppiness in the development process. And one thing that I think is really a key point here is that Apple, when Steve Jobs was running the show, he had a reputation of running it with a tight fist and being really, almost an ogre, really ruling over people. But you didn't see these types of errors with Apple. But he's obviously not alive anymore, and he hasn't been running Apple for a long time. And really, with his departure, you started seeing these vulnerabilities slipping through the development process. And so Apple, again, just released this update, and then they find zero-day vulnerabilities. So a vulnerability, when a vulnerability is found, it's either found by a security firm, or maybe a user might find it and report it to the company. But what actually happens is the company then starts reporting or starts working on a patch. there will be a joint press release. The security firm will say, "Hey, look what we found. This is why you should use our security firm because we can actually help protect your computers." And so they'll release their finding. The company that made the software, the hardware, releases their finding, and they release a patch all at the same time. At that point, the hackers then know about that and can start taking advantage of it. And it's incumbent upon you as a user to make sure that that's installed, or to make sure that you have a service like a Faster PC's managed services, which we do offer for residential, for home office, for business, medical office, ministries, churches, nonprofits, dental offices, professional offices. We can help with providing managed services that make sure that your patches and updates are installed. Well, a 0-day vulnerability is one that's found by a hacker or a hacking group, and then it started to be exploited before the manufacturer. The manufacturer actually finds out about it because they find out that these glitches are actually being, or this security vulnerability is actually being exploited already. So this is something that what happens is they have to come out with a patch very quickly. And it's important, it's vitally important that you install those updates very quickly, because hackers are already using these vulnerabilities to break into systems or to make your system at risk, make your data, whether it's personal data or business data, corporate data, ministry data, whatever it is, they want to get at your data, and they want to exploit whatever vulnerabilities they have to take advantage and to make some money off of you. So what this is, Apple developers learned about 2 security issues within the WebKit browser engine. And Apple users' web browser or search engine of choice will typically rely on this browser engine for a user-friendly experience. However, the bug actively exploited some inconsistent code which enabled unwanted navigation toward malicious pages. So you might have seen some of these malicious pages in your time, where you come out to a page that tells you you're infected. Call this number, and let me tell you, the people that call that number, if you call that number and you let the person on the other end convince you to let them into your computer or device, well, you could be in a world of trouble. We actually do offer services where customers will call us, and we can actually help get them off of that page, and we can run scans and make sure that their system is clean from infection and steer you clear from these malicious sites. We also do have some browser plugins, basic and advanced browser plugins, that actually can protect you as well. So, but moving on here, the security framework is a type of architecture that protects an operating system and its host devices. Apple discovered that the malware could sidestep validation requirements. Unfortunately, this validation avoidance, which would allow the malware to enter older iOS versions and could compromise your personal and business data security, among other issues. So the kernel framework oversees and fosters communication between operating system, software, and hardware. Hackers could use malware to heighten their privileges after accessing the framework. Apple's emergency update addresses this issue in iOS versions before version 16.7. So here's what needs to happen, and here's, by the way, what is affected. Devices that are affected are Apple Watch 4 series and previous versions, Mac computers using Mac OS Monterey or later, iPhone 8 and later versions, the 5th generation of the iPad mini and later. Businesses and individuals alike that own these devices and operating systems need to heed the warning and actually install these emergency updates as soon as possible. So, these actually, if you are using these devices, they can impact your personal and business data if you have business data. So if you use these affected devices to operate your business or maybe even for personal use or handle work-related tasks, you're vulnerable. Generally, cyber criminals don't target average users who use their devices for basic tasks. However, they often campaign against businesses making money entities or those with sensitive information to exploit. And by the way, they do go after individuals. It's just a lower price tag, but if they can get a business, they're going to get a business. So what we'll be talking about is some steps that you can take. In the next segment, we'll be talking about some steps you can take to help protect your computer. If it's a Mac, your iPhone, your watch, your iPad, and other things.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC. From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Manysoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC has been here, and as Florida begins to open for business,
The Faster PC.
will remain open to repair computers 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 Saturdays. We offer curbside drop-off and pickup and on-site service where a Faster PC can come to you. And we can fix many computer problems remotely without requiring any in-person contact. A Faster PC is also working to help our customers set up remote access so that employees can continue to work and be productive from home. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 next to the new Dollar General in Port St. Lucie, and on the web at
www.afasterpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Even in times like these, when you have computer problems,
You need a Faster PC.
welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page. a faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to a Faster PC radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for a Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical issues as well. And we've been talking about, in the last segment, we were talking about this new vulnerability that affects certain Apple Watches, iPhones, iPads, and also Mac computers. And so if you missed that, right after the show's over, you'll be able to watch the rest of this, listen to it again over on our Facebook and YouTube Facebook page and YouTube channel. You'll be able to see this. We described the threat. This is a 0-day threat, which means that hackers are already using these security vulnerabilities to gain access to computers, phones, iPads, and watches. So this is important. It's important to get out there right now if you haven't done it yet, or if you don't have a Faster PC helping you manage your devices and make sure your devices are updated. Get out there right now, check for updates on your devices and install those updates. And this is particularly important. Again, the vulnerabilities are there, the updates are available, and you're a sitting duck until you install these updates. You definitely need to install the updates so that your devices can be protected. And some other steps that you can take that can help you with protecting your data are you do want to store your data in a secure fashion. So, if you are using your device and you have sensitive information on it, consider protecting that sensitive information by requiring a password to unlock that information. And there are certain ways of configuring your data where that's necessary, where you would have to type a password. And you might say, well, I don't really want to be bothered with that, but you want to make it difficult for a hacker. If a hacker does get into your system, you want to make it difficult for that hacker to gain access to your data. Also, multi-factor authentication can help. So we've talked about multi-factor authentication. This is something that we provide to our clients. We can provide multi-factor authentication, and various vendors provide multi-factor authentication as well. You can get multi-factor authentication, for instance, from your email provider. You can get multi-factor authentication for various from various software manufacturers and hardware manufacturers. But we can actually install multi-factor authentication so that when you log into your computer, not only do you have a username and a password, but you also have multi-factor authentication. And this guarantees that the person that's logging in is the person that you think is logging in. Unless someone gets a hold of your MFA device, or you actually give your MFA information to someone else. This is a way to protect your data and your computer, and it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to add an excessive amount of time or an excessive amount of hardship to logging in. It's just an extra step, and it doesn't have to take very long to do so. But that can help protect your computer and your computer system. If you are using your computer system in a business environment, whether that's home office or whether it's an office environment, maybe you have a business, small business, or you have a medical practice, a dental practice, a law firm, an accounting firm, a counseling firm, maybe you're a church or a ministry. It's very important that you protect your information, and really what you want to do is you want to have different levels of authorization. We've gone into some business environments where really every user in the environment uses the same username and password. Well, that means that everyone in the environment has access to everything that everyone else has, which means that there's no protection. Like, for instance, if certain people need access to QuickBooks, but other people don't, but everyone has the same username and password, how are you going to say, well, this user should have access to QuickBooks and this user shouldn't have access to QuickBooks? You need to have different usernames and passwords for each employee, and that employee needs to have rights to what they need to have rights to and nothing else. That way, if a hacker does get into their username, they're limited to to the access to what that user has. So that can help protect against author or against access to additional devices. Another thing that really helps is making sure that the users don't have admin rights. So, when I log into our server, I am an admin. I know how to configure certain things, and I know about cybersecurity issues and what to click on and what not to click on. But I have multi-factor authentication enabled, so that when I log into our server, I actually have to authenticate with my Authenticator app. But what's actually happening here is when I log in, I'm still logging in with a user account, not with an admin account. Why? Because if someone gets access to my account, I want to limit the access that person, if the hacker gets access to that, I want to limit them to non-admin privileges. I don't want them to have admin privileges. I rarely use the admin login, only when needed, only when necessary. And so, and configuring your system and we do this, by the way, for individual users as well. With our cybersecurity plan for our cybersecurity managed services offering, we actually configure the computers so that the individual user that the person uses every day doesn't have admin rights, and we actually have admin rights on that system, and we can log in with admin rights. We can install a program if the customer needs a program installed. We can help them. We can make sure that that's done in a secure manner. But the idea is, if you're tricked into clicking on a link that tries to launch malicious code, or you're tricked into opening an attachment that launches malicious code, and by the way, that attachment could be a JPEG file, which is an image. It could be a PDF document. It could be a number of things. It doesn't have to be an executable. You can have an infected image. You can have an infected PDF file that launches malicious code that starts to encrypt data on your hard drive, or allows a hacker to get into your system. Well, if I'm tricked into that, or you're tricked into that, wouldn't it be great if the hacker didn't have rights to do anything once they got there. We also have zero trust application software that can run on the system and can actually shut down any unknown program that tries to access. And so what happens with this is the program tries to run, but then is denied running because it hasn't been added to a whitelist of allowed programs. So that link that launches malicious code, the malicious code can't actually do what it wants to do because of our cybersecurity programs that are running. And we can do this for home office, we can do it for residential, we can do it for business, whether it's medical office, dental office, accounting office, a lawyer's office, counseling. We can do it for all different types of medical. We can do it for churches, for businesses, for ministries, for nonprofits. We have this software that's out there. We also mentioned in this threat the launching of malicious websites. And this is something that we have seen. We see every week, really just about every week, sometimes multiple times a week. We see computers that come into our shop where the customer's been browsing the web. And it doesn't have to be on a nefarious site. It could be on something like the Microsoft Start page, which actually happens if you open up Microsoft Edge. By default, what loads is the Start page. There's various articles, various ads. There are ads that show up on there. Well, if one of those ads is hosted on a server that is infected, very likely that ad will be infected. So what will happen is that image of the ad, maybe it's a JPEG, maybe it's a PNG file, it's just a picture. But if that is infected, it can launch malicious code that actually will redirect and take you to a website that'll say something like, your computer is infected. Do not turn off your computer. Call this number. Or it might say that it's the FBI and you've broken the law and you need to call this number or they're going to arrest you. Those are scams, by the way. But we do have basic and advanced browser protection that can help protect you against those threats. And with this, what actually happens is these browser plugins are installed that first of all block ads. Some of them block ads, and they also block malicious sites. And also one of the things, the advanced browser protection, actually when you go to a site, what it does is it actually analyzes that site at the time of click. It analyzes that site to determine, using really artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, by the way, is being used by the good guys, and it's also being used by the bad guys. And in this case, it's being used by the good guys to actually analyze that site, see if the site is something that it believes is safe or not. If not, you get a warning that pops up and says that this site is not safe, and it actually will warn you, and it can help protect you from these malicious sites that are out there. So we want to help protect you. And again, to wrap up and to summarize, you need to, whether you have a Windows-based computer or a Mac-based computer, it's important to be installing updates on a regular basis. For our customers that are a part of our managed services plans, we actually do search for Windows updates on Windows-based computers twice a day. For Mac-based computers, we're searching for updates twice a day as well. We're searching for updates to other programs like Chrome and Firefox and Zoom 6 times a day, on average about every 4 hours. We're searching for updates to the Windows security every hour. So these are being done for our managed services. If you're not a part of that and you want to be a part of it, our number is 772-878-5978. If you're not a part of it and you want to do all this yourself, well, you need to get out there and install your updates, especially if you have a Mac computer, Mac-based, or an iPhone, an iPad, or an Apple Watch. Get out there and install your updates right now.
And we're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website of fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5, and next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title to tomorrow's sermon is, This Halloween, Will You Embrace, Curse, or Expose and Replace the Darkness? You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.afasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Isn't it about time that we protect every human being in America, including the preborn? Go to personhoodflorida.com today to sign the Human Life Protection Amendment to establish liberty and justice for all. Again, that's personhoodflorida.com.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.
Our